He said seashells. Cheese on bread. What's good, y'all? If you're new to the channel, my name is Shadiq, and I'm out on KRXOVR Media. I'm a little bit late with this one. Mitch is one of those artists where I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna do a reaction to it. He's one of those artists that I really want to support. He has some of my favorite music out of the UK right now too, especially. And I know that this one is gonna be special. He is an insane and incredibly talented lyricist. He has really interesting beat selection. I know this one is gonna be good, man. So I don't want to hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it.
Poor souls keep hitting the post, they like poor skulls. I keep receipts for the jackets in my wardrobe.
Alright, I'm skipping all of Charlie's nonsense. He talks too damn much.
Come on, my bro, man. You know, I've been ready for this. You know, Charlie, respect for this one. Look. They say Mitch, you sound different from before. I stay composed on the internet explore. It's tier 4, but I'm in Christian Dior. I made it rain, so this time I'll make it pour. They say it's penny for your thoughts, but I make plenty more. They're still begging me for visuals for 24. Incredible.
Yes. Yes, I need visuals for that song. If y'all have not heard 24, go do yourself a favor and listen to that. That's probably my favorite Mitch song as of now. Like, that song is incredible. Go listen to that song. Do yourself a favor, go do it.
For your thoughts, but I make plenty more. They're still begging me for visuals for 24.
Facts.
Incredible, I changed my life with this metaphor. It's not a chore, my housewife's like Kenya Moore. I bang the whore, I take it past any centre 4. I had the doors in the sky like an Aventador. They're rolling round up and down and they got no rapport. They'll put you on this t-shirt, I bet it ain't velour. And they don't press it, they just press record. You're typing on your keyboard and you ain't been abroad. To these kids, I'm the principal like Seymour. Met Maz a skirt reverse, then it's Nino. The only time you see shouts, say the seashore.
You know what? Wow. What I like about him, his flows are mud. Like, nobody flows like him. And I don't know if maybe it's because of his voice too. Maybe it's a little bit of his voice and his accent, probably. But his flows are just next to none. Like, there's just nobody I can really think of that have a flow like his.
I've been on your keyboard and you ain't been abroad. To these kids, I'm the principal like Seymour. Met Maz a skirt reverse, then it's Nino. The only time you see shouts, say the seashore. And I'm the voice, so it's the
you see shells. Cheese on bread.
Streets that I speak for. When it was cold, no fur, this glizzy kept me warm. I know this capping on the neck, there must be Capricorns. Thunderstorm, you're in the streets, but they're still informed. I needed corn for this drawn, and then my son was born. I'm a chaser like Sean, I leave him money.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm hearing that correctly.
I know this capping on the neck, there must be Capricorns. Thunderstorm, you're in the streets, but they're still informed. I needed corn for this drawn, and then my son was born. I'm a chaser.
Yeah, I'm probably not interpreting it correctly, but the way that I received it immediately was like he had corn for someone, then he had a child, and then he had more important things to worry about. Maybe I'm right about that, maybe not, but anyway.
So like Sean, I leave him money's horn. And I was torn between a thorn and Ozzy Osbourne. Met Mazza wanna see these tricks. I make a boy disappear, I'm the teenage witch. My CV sick, blue crisp, 2 sticks, I'm a Twix. I'm the pitch before Lilo and Stitch. You crazy like Titch, or you wavy like Mitch. Tune sick, don't ask how I got born. Met Mazza wanna see these tricks. I make a boy disappear, I'm the teenage witch. My CV sick, blue crisp, 2 sticks, I'm a Twix. I'm the pitch before Lilo and Stitch. You crazy like Titch, or you wavy like Mitch. Tune sick, don't ask how I got my blue tip. And things could go 2 ways with this broomstick. You got a hand thing, but are you gonna use it? King's no and just past the fold.
I'm happy he did that because Mitch can actually use his voice very well. Again, if you haven't already, go listen to 24. Go run up the mixtape in general. Like, it is an incredible project. But anyway, I'm happy he used his vocals there.
You got a hand thing, but are you gonna use it? King's no and just past the fold where the packs are sold, past the pole. Bring it back, call me Ashley Cold. Before they catch me in these streets, they're gonna catch a cold. They came up off Snapchat, it wasn't Snap Capone.
You know, if this was an actual song, right? Seb's incredible producer. This was an actual song, this would have sounded really good with T-Way. And it's really hard for me to think of artists that T-Way would sound good with. One, a majority of his catalog is singles, right? Or his songs by himself. But it's like, it's just so hard to find someone who can match him very well. And I think T-Way with Mitch would actually sound really good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And these waps sing like Rag and Bone, he's acting like Sharon Stone.
Wait, what?
Chat, it wasn't Snap Capone. And these waps sing like Rag and Bone, he's acting like Sharon Stone. Caught him all alone and pulled out camera phones. I hold my own, they don't want none of this Toblerone. I slide for 3 weekends, they call me Vodafone. It's actual, like they ain't like this, I'm natural. They just full of cappers, there's some capsules. Blow this out, then I'm a candle. Hands on a handle. Sun's out, you're slipping in your sandals. Charlie, no force. Free smoke, I ain't an exhaust. Grinder and I skate more like Tony Hawk. Rapping, they're the snow fraud. Bad, but they're the soul cord. If I could choose, then I'm Franklin from Snowfall. You should've wrote more. I'm the one they vote for. Oh Lord, they ain't leaving Big Mitch on no ward. Fours of this old sword, longer than a phone cord. I make this glide go smoother than a snowboard. Hold your horse, 30 pence a dip.
You know what's the thing with Mitch? I just get so captivated in what he's saying. It's like, I can't even speak right now. Like, I'm just that immersed in what he's saying. Like, Jesus.
I make this glide go smoother than a snowboard. Hold your horse, 30 pence a dip and you got no sauce. Under the hood, you like an old Porsche. Poor souls keep hitting the post, you like poor skulls. I keep receipts for the jackets in my wardrobe. And it's factual, when I was eating tuna and mackerel, I never thought my music was slap still. The only in the post, you like poor skulls. I keep receipts for the jackets in my wardrobe.
Like he laughed with
and it's factual, when I was eating tuna and mackerel, I never thought my music was slap still. The only shooter with a rap deal.
Man said when I was in jail eating tuna and mackerel, I wouldn't think that this is where my music would take me. I didn't think that my music would sound this good. I didn't think that people would actually like it this much. I was just making music and just dealing with what I was dealing with. That's crazy.
A mackerel, I never thought my music was slap still.
At least that's what I think.
Only shooter with a rap deal, shooting like Anfield. If Brum's Jurassic Park, then I'm Sam Neill. Charlie, stand up, man. Trust me, Birmingham, stand up.
This is M1?
You stand up.
I want to hear M1's tag. That's what I want to hear.
Wait,
I just want to hear that.
We're just getting warmed up.
M1's tag is always M1's tag comes in before the beat comes in.
Try to talk so much. Look. Act up and stat straight. I was banging up before 8, and I seen 1,000 estates. I put 4 bars in a tray. I was Look. Act up and stat straight. I was banging up before 8, and I seen 1,000 estates. I put 4 bars in a tray. Do this bait, hold up, wait, couldn't tell if it's ups or jakes. Spot those snakes, swap those plates. Quick draw for the wait. And I seen 1,000 estates. I put 4 top of man. We're just getting warmed up, man.
I'll listen to Charlie's voice to hear that
Come
again.
on, man. Brumtown, stand up, man. Trust me, Birmingham, stand up. Yo.
I'm so sad I'm so late on this one, but I don't even care.
Act up and stat straight. I was banging up before 8, and I seen 1,000 estates. I put 4 bars in a tray. Do this bait, hold up, wait, couldn't tell if it's ups or jakes. Spot those snakes, swap those plates. Quick draw for the waist. Take this whole place, dodge that court case. If you see Mitch in the North Face, all day, all that foreplay. Brumtown, sweet like sorbet. And this
pulling up the whole thing, I don't care.
Trust me, Birmingham, stand up.
This is it.
Look. Act up and stat straight. I was banging up before 8, and I seen 1,000 estates. I put 4 bars in a tray. Do this bait, hold up, wait, couldn't tell if it's ups or jakes. Spot those snakes, swap those plates. Quick draw for the waist. Take this whole place, dodge that court case. If you see Mitch in the North Face, all day, all that foreplay. Brumtown, sweet like sorbet. And this beef chill like no lay. Man shoot with skill like Ole. Roll check, no role play. Bands like Coldplay. Man, I had doors and doorways. Hop that fence and I skipped that hallway. I went to war like Norway. I chef that gourmet. That's what the all say. Throwback shots like Thursday. I went round and round to this tape. Fed sniffing round like it's flake. They ain't seen us how they so fake. It's safe to say I hold weight. Start that, stop that, who's that? Hand stop to the floor like blue tap. See that kitchen, bring that.
Jesus. This man gonna be channeling my inner jammer, yo. Cheese on bread.
Fed sniffing round like it's flake.
Half a mind to reload it again.
It's safe to say I hold weight. Start that, stop that, who's that? Hand stop to the floor like blue tap. See that kitchen, bring that, dip that, ching that skeezer throw, spin that. I'm like MJ, who's bad? You ain't seen 2 bags, I bring the wave. Do-rags, I was in news ads, got in my new bag. When I confess, I that gulag. But guess what, made man?
Small things, just the way that he changed his voice made it feel so much different. My bad, it's almost 1 in the morning, so I had to yawn a little bit, but yo, just small things, yo, the way that he just switched up the
dip that, ching that skeezer throw, spin that. I'm like MJ, who's bad? You ain't seen 2 bags, I bring the wave. Do-rags, I was in news ads, got in my new bag. When I confess, I that gulag. But guess what made man red hot? It was all of the mazza with them lot. And his corner cheap like Bescott. And the GM shoot like Lescott. Shot that down like desktop dreadlocks. Most of the ops got dreadlocks. Try the red card, my man sent up. gourmet, that's what the all say. Throwback shots like Thursday. I went round and round to this tape, Fred sniffing round like it's flake. They ain't seen us out, they so fake. It's safe to say I hold weight. Start that, stop that, who's that? Hand stop to the floor like blue tack. See that kitchen, bring that, dip that, ching that. That skeezer show, spin that. I'm like MJ, who's bad? You ain't seen 2 bags, I bring the wave. Do-rags, I was in news ads, got in my new bag. When I confess I that gulag. But guess what made man red hot? It was all of the mazza with them lot. And this cornet cheap like Bescott. And the GM shoot like Lescott. Shut that down like desktop dreadlocks. Most of the ops got dreadlocks.
Man said shut that down like.
Try to spill this juice, can't get squashed. Glide or headshot if I go get Josh. Ting go burr like jet wash. While they play who's got the new black day. Slots like Thursday. I went round and round to this tape. Fred sniffing round like it's flake. They ain't seen us out, they so fake. It's safe to say I hold weight. Start that, stop that, who's that? Hand stop to the floor like blue tack. See that kitchen, bring that, yeah, tape. Fred sniffing round like it's flake. They ain't seen us out, they so fake. It's safe to say I hold weight. Start that, stop that, who's that? Hand stop to the floor like blue tack. See that kitchen, bring that, dip that, ching that. That skeezer show, spin that. I'm like MJ, who's bad? You ain't seen 2 bags, I bring the wave. Do-rags, I was in news ads, got in my new bag. When I confess I that gulag. But guess what made man red hot? It was all of the mazza with them lot. And this cornet cheap like Bescott. And the GM shoot like Lescott. Shut that down like desktop dreadlocks. Most of the ops got dreadlocks. Try to red card, my man sent off. Try to spill this juice, can't get squashed. Glide or headshot.
You know what's the reason why that shut that down like desktop bar is slapping so hard? For those of you who watch all my videos, you know I've been getting on the similes and a lot of these artists, right? But it's the fact that he didn't make the simile the focal point of the bar. He didn't make that, hey, here's what I'm building up to be the thing that hits you. It's like, I'm going to say this, I'm going to keep going. So it's like, I heard it, I processed it, but I'm also still processing everything that's happening around it. So that's the main reason why, even though it's a relatively simple and straightforward line, that it feels the way that it does. Like his energy, everything about it is... Mitch is world class.
Dreadlocks, try to red card, my man sent off. Try to spill this juice, can't get squashed. Glide or headshot if I go get Josh. Ting go burr like jet wash. While they play who's got the best watch. I was trying to put a boy on a bed watch. To this music my mind's made up. They put me in jail when the crime rates up. Them man run when I slide straight up. Cause there's no way they're gonna violate us.
He's on fire! He's on fire! Mitch in the building! One take, just come through, shine that light. Is that server?
So on this channel we hold the vows. That means we're gonna straight into it. I'm giving this one a 10. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good morning. Have a good whatever. It's a 10. I don't care. On a more serious note, yes, I'm giving this one a 10. Everything about it is insane. The only nitpick I could probably have is that I think I like the second beat significantly more than the first one. The first one, it just has that relatively generic just rap sound to it. When I say just rap, I mean with how we juxtapose drill to rap, or people say real rap or whatever, right? It has a relatively generic feeling to me. Like there isn't anything about it that's really standing out to me as like that was part 1 of Mitch's Fire in the Booth, or rather like the first half of it, right? It just reminds me of like a T-Way type beat, a Potter type beat kind of a vibe, but it's Sebs, so it's cold regardless. But what happened with that second beat makes up for that and then some, right? His flows on both of them were mod. He just has one of the most intricate, one of the most unique flows. What he was saying was cold. He has that balance of giving you the somewhat rudeness, but also letting you know, listen, I'm grown up, right? I'm not necessarily there anymore. So I'm gonna speak about it from a certain angle, you know, through a certain lens, right? And then it's incredibly replayable. Like, what? Listen, man, if you disagree, go argue with your mother. It's a 10. Hang tight for some more reactions. I do got more that's coming for you, but until next time, peace.